All right, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to Love Yourself First Oracle, while I deliver daily oracles for each zodiac sign. It's too long not to draw it out, just meant to help you get through the day, the night, the evening, the weekend, whenever it is you're viewing my channel. Make sure y'all hit the like and the subscribe button. Thank you for all my A1 Day 1. Thank you for those who just subscribed. And thank you for those who watch and haven't subscribed. Thank you for wanting to pour a little bit more into yourself, because who's going to show up for self better than self? Exactly. If you out here giving out 90%, you're only receiving 20, 30, 40, 50% of that 90%. What are you doing? If you're out here giving out 80% and you're only receiving 20, 30, 40, 50% of that 80%, what are you doing? It must be an equal give and take. You must go within and do the healing. You must acknowledge the trauma. You must acknowledge the problem. You must acknowledge the abandonment issue. You must acknowledge the trust issues. You must acknowledge the people who have hurt you. Acknowledge that, feel that, cry about it, scream about it, yell about it, talk to them about it. But don't expect a certain type of answer when you go talk to them about it. It's only for you to get off your chest what you need to get off your chest so you can move on. And have your hands open for something new, because how can you bring in something new when you're holding on to the past? Or when you're holding on to old hurt? Or when you're holding on to things that's no longer serving you? Okay? So today we're going to do the Believe in Your Own Magic message. We're going to see what zodiac sign is next. And I always remember, self-love and self-care is not selfish when you are doing it for everybody else. Don't let nobody else make you feel like it's wrong for you doing for yourself. It's wrong for you spending that little last change on yourself. I did for everybody else, why I can't do for me? Okay? What zodiac sign next? Believe your own magic. Zodiac sign next. Gemini, y'all up. Make sure y'all hit the like and the subscribe button. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, so let's do these self-care messages. And like I tell you all the time, why we start with that first? Because we're going to tap into self all the time first. Self-care. What's the name of the channel? Love Yourself First. We're going to make sure we tap into self first, and then we're going to get into those other messages. Let's check in with self. Gemini Collective, Gemini Collective. Self-care message for 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 Gemini Collective. Gemini Collective, a past life connection. Someone with heavy influence from a past life is with you. So somebody in the past over is with you. They're walking with you, baby. They hear you. They with you. Okay? Gemini just single. Gemini says single, you're obsessing over something a little bit too much. It's time for you to take a step back. Okay? It's getting too much of your attention. It's time for you to take a step back. Come back to reality. Okay? Gemini's in relationship, it's time for you to speak up. What are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let go. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. So what is it that you're not saying, Gemini, in a relationship? What is it that you're not saying? It's time for you to speak up, baby. It's time for you to say what you need to say. It's time for you to stand up for yourself. Okay? If the truth is the truth. Sometimes it's hard for people to accept the truth, but hey, it is what it is at the end of the day. Don't be keeping it in because they don't know how to accept it. Say what need to be said so people can recognize their actions, so people can be held accountable for certain things. But if you did something out of the ordinary, you did something wrong, and somebody, I'm going to take that to the grave, baby. It's eating you up inside. It's about time for you to speak about it. Gemini said marriage for a long-term commitment. Gemini said marriage for a long-term commitment. Gemini said marriage for a long-term commitment. Gemini's in the marriage or a long-term commitment. It's time for you to go on a journey of being open to the idea of loving you, pouring into your own cup, doing what you need to do for you, looking out for you, showing up for you. It's time for you to start getting the idea that it's time for you to start putting yourself first. It's time for you to start making yourself your first priority. Okay? Gemini single. Gemini single. Gemini single. Let me see where for Gemini single. Gemini single. Let me see where for Gemini single. Oh, black with no choices. Gemini single. Get this card off the floor, y'all. Hold on. All right, so it's telling you that your potentials are endless, but you got to know it. And you got to know that endings are non-avoidable. Okay? You cannot stop endings, no matter how long you procrastinate, how long you try to dress it up, how long you try to make it good. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Things ain't going to work out how you want it to work out. Period. So singles, like I say, you're obsessing a little bit over something too much, okay? Just know that we need you to think before you start judging. Okay, so it might have been a situation where you just overreacted. You took things a certain type of way as far as dealing with somebody. Okay, because it looked like it was four of y'all. It's three people, well, it's four people in the picture, but, one person is doing what is it, that light as a feather, stiff as a board. One person is doing that, but whomever this was is telling you to think before you judge. If you made a commitment to someone, if you said I'm gonna always be here, if you said that this and that, but then the other two decided to gang up on that one person and everybody pulled away from that person. No, we need you to have your own mind. We need you to have your own mind. We need you to start using your own mind, okay? We need you to start sticking by what it is that you say. Don't be judging people and you ain't got the full story. Don't be judging people and you don't know what exactly is going on. Make sure you hear the sides out. Now, if it sound right, it sound right. If it don't sound right, then you gonna know if it don't sound right. But don't go straight to judging and cutting people out when they ain't, really did too much of nothing. You gotta know who to cut off and who not to cut off. You gotta sit back and observe. Okay? Because every hurricane comes to an end. Every situation that you've been through, or every up and down, every bad situation, everything that has been at a standstill, at a pause, everything that had, caused you to feel any type of lack, it's coming to an end. Okay? Because you can manifest you can manifest your every wishes. I said every wish. You can manifest it. But you got to make sure you got the right people around you. You got to make sure you got the right energy around you. Okay? People be like, oh, I ain't got no friends. I ain't got this. I ain't got that. Okay, you ain't got that. Okay, so let's make sure we look within then. Let's make sure we look at cousins, family members. Okay? Or look at people who you might call family. Make sure you're looking at that too. But you are able to manifest your every wish. And every hurricane comes to an end. As far as those who are in a relationship, it's telling you to release the guilt. So like it said, speak up. What are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep it in any longer, okay? You can't keep this in. You can't take this to the grave, which is eating you up inside, okay? You gotta say what needs to be said. You gotta speak up. You gotta release this guilt. Go ahead and say what needs to be said. It's also telling you don't be afraid to sing. Don't be afraid to step out there on your own. Don't be afraid to do what you need to do for yourself. You don't need a whole clique. You don't need a whole gang. You don't need all these people. Don't be afraid to show who you are. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Yes, it might be a group of y'all. Yes, it might be, you and everybody try to get this together. But hey, don't be afraid to sing. Don't be afraid to show everybody who you are. Don't be afraid to show the world who you are. Don't be afraid to show people who you really are. With dealing with your talent, dealing with you just being an individual, dealing with you just getting out here doing things that you want to do, getting out here being passionate about things that you want to get done. Don't be afraid. It's time for you to stand up for yourself. It's time for you to speak up for yourself. It's time for you to release the guilt, say what needs to be said, stand up for yourself, and sing. Paint the sun back into your life. It's time for you to start putting a smile on your face. It's time for you to start doing what it is that you want to do. And when you say what you say, mean what you say, and stand on it. Stand for something so you don't always fall for everything. Stop allowing things to go over your head. Stop allowing people to come in and play with your emotions. Stop allowing people to come in and think they can get away with certain things. Stop allowing people to talk to you a certain type of way and you're not speaking up for yourself. Stop allowing, as far as you, sometimes you might have to look within yourself. Stop allowing yourself, or stop allowing and thinking that the world revolves around you. Okay? Just stop it. Let's get back to us. Let's get back to you. Let's get back to making you happy. Let's get back to the things that you want to point to. Let's get back to the things as far as, hey, this is draining me. This is working my last nerves. This is doing too much to me. I can't. I can no longer. I can no longer. I can no longer sit and feel like I can't say what I need to say. I can't do what I need to do. I can't do a move how I want to move. I can't. I can't. It's time for me to start painting that sun back into my sky. It's time for me to stand up for myself. It's time for me to release this guilt. I did what I could do, but hey, it ain't working. So now I'm not going to be afraid as far as letting go of things that are letting go of people who no longer serve me. Those who are in a marriage or a long-term commitment, it's telling you now, you deserve sugar, not salt. Go on this journey of loving yourself. You deserve sugar, not salt. You deserve everything that your heart desires. You deserve everything that you put out. You deserve it, not no salt. You don't deserve salt because you've been too good. You've been doing too good. You've been happy. You've been, doing what you need to do on your end. And people still trying to give you salt instead of sugar. Now, what we ain't going to do is do that. So what we're going to do, we're going to step out there on faith. We're going to step out there on faith. And guess what? When you step out there on faith, guess what? You're going to notice that you never needed those wings to fly. You're going to notice that you ain't never need that person or that idea or that situation or whatever the case might be. You ain't never need that. In order to get to where you're trying to get to, you just had to love on you a little bit more. You just had to pour into your cup a little bit more. You just had to make sure you show up for you. Because confidence, it comes with time and practice. You got to practice. You got to have that time. You got to have that patience. You got to look at yourself. You got to speak life into yourself. You got to let self know sometimes. Like I say all the time, who knows self better than self? Who going to show up for self better than self? Who going to root on for self better than self? Stop half doing it. Stop thinking you need this or need that or need these people or need this reading or need this or need... What you need is you, faith, God, and to get out there and do what you need to do. And to show up for you. That's what you need. You pouring into your own cup. You going within and doing the healing. You acknowledging your trauma. You acknowledging your pain. You acknowledging and speaking up and saying what need to be said. So you can release it and bring in new. You cutting out people, places, and things that no longer serve you. You showing up for you. You being more confident in yourself. You being more confident in yourself. Go on this journey of loving yourself. This y'all miss. I do hope y'all enjoy. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button.